Hebron is the only city you can see settlers who are living in heart of the city. They consider Hebron it's a Jewish city for them. It's belong for them, and they are put many of settlers and settlements between the Palestinian people, and they are isolated the Palestinian people about each others and the families about each others.
They divide Hebron in two parts, H1 and H2, so H1 under the Palestinian Authority control and H2 under the Israeli government control. We have, checkpoints, we have settlements, we have a lot of settlers that they are really aggressive settlers who's occupied our lands, and they keep occupied more and more lands.
So they are living here against our willing, and the land where they are staying and the houses where they are staying, they took it from us by the military force.
Here is, Shuhada Street. Shuhada Street, it's completely closed for Palestinian or Muslims. It's more than 1,500 shops are closed because it's under the military law.
Shuhada Street, this is the main street in Hebron that connects the north to the south of the city. And it's nice to live at Shuhada Street, but it's sad. In the past, all the shops are here along the street. But closing the street does not mean just a street being closed. It means closing the businesses. It means closing the lives of people. It means closing the transportation. The main bus station is along the street. Now it turned into a military base and a settlement. The wholesale vegetable market is at the street. Now it's a settlement. You see, these settlers have the freedom to walk up and down the street. They have the freedom to use the street. They walk up and down freely without being bothered. And I don't have the right to use the street. The cemetery is there. That's our cemetery. My grandparents are buried just a few meters at the beginning of the cemetery. If I do need to visit them, of course I can't go from my front door because it's welded shut. So I usually take a detour around the city.
This action was organized by Youth Against Settlement. It was a symbolic action to highlight the closure of the street and to call to reopen the street for the Palestinian people. Let's say the Israeli settlers in West Bank are working hard to take over our land and to dismiss our people from Palestine. So to keep the Palestinian identity and to oppose the Israeli occupation policy and to protect the Palestinian people from the settlers' violence, we established a youth group, believe in non-violence, to work against the occupation and against the Israeli settlement. We have a civilian protection group. We go to the Palestinian houses before the settlers reach them. We stay between the settlers and the Palestinian families to give the feeling to the Palestinian families that they are not alone, and to give the feeling to the settlers that, you know, there is a youth group working hard to stop their violence and ready to confront them. We study the strategies of the settlements. We study their expansion. We study their movement, and we oppose it. And we create an opposite strategy to protect the Palestinian land, the Palestinian houses, the Palestinian children, the Palestinian women.
ويسكنوا يعني الاسبوع الماضي يوم الخميس
This video was filmed when we were inside one of the Palestinian buildings, which the Israeli soldiers were trying to take it from the Palestinians. We went in to tell them this is a Palestinian house, to keep the Palestinian identity. And you see in the film that the Israeli soldiers were very violent, in spite that we were Palestinian non-violence activists.
Like 2 years ago, I joined the Youth Against Settlement because we're living here in a very hard situation, and so I thought it's our mission to to document these violations and to document these attacks, and to show these violations to the world.
And you see very obvious apartheid here. And you see all the shops here, all the shops which is under the settlement, it's closed by military orders. See, it's walled. Settlers, they are storing a lot of garbage, a lot of stones. You can see this garbage and the stones which has come by the settlers. So the shopkeepers, they are managed or decided to put this protection, metal protection. But now they start to use another policy. So sometimes they're throwing dirty water, and sometimes also they use oil cooking. After they finish from the cooking, they use it and they throw it again as a Palestinians. There used to be a golden market here. As you see, it's very obvious. It's apartheid system, controlling system was the Palestinian life and the families here.
The mosque and to the houses, the army chick came from this checkpoint. Where you see
every day I'm here. This center is an area which is under the Israeli control, so a lot of problems happen to us from the settlers or from the soldiers. They can't move freely. They can't, for example, go to take courses outside this area. You know, they can attack anyone. They don't care if it's baby or young or old. They just want to attack the Palestinians. Here we put our, for example, stuff like cameras, the steel cameras for you know, if any problem happened with settlers or with the soldiers, we can film or we can take a picture for the settlers or the soldiers who did these things. Also, we have video cameras, to protect ourselves. It's our gun. The camera's our gun. So for example, here Israelis, occupied this land.
And we just tried to stop them.
So we have to take and improve with us to make sure that they attacked us.
Call the police, please, Badia. Call the police. Call the police. What's wrong? It's my.
I think non-violence is the best choice, and it's the only choice here too. It's about that, by non-violence we can make division inside the Israeli society, and we can have voices against the occupation, and on the other hand we can have a huge and massive participation from our people with non-violence.
It was a very good action in the 25th of February in this year, 2012. There was almost 8,000 Palestinians to send the message to the world that these people deserve to live. These people, is not like what the Israeli propaganda trying to distort their image. No, I'm a human. I have a tongue. I have a hand. I have a head. I'm like you, exactly. And I want to live, and I want to have fun in my life. To taste the meaning of the life. I don't want to be, isolated. I don't want to be surrounded forever. Which means that Palestinians will never coexist with the occupation. I'm here as a volunteer in this center, and I'm teaching. Somehow I'm not a professional teacher, but I'm trying to motivate the people to come here in order to push them to know what we are doing here through this window, through English teaching. So I think, and we want the people to know that they can contribute, they can participate in this process of going to be free.
We start as two people, me and Isa, but we are growing up now. We are many now. We have Isa, Tamer, Murad, Akram. Behind of you is very close the settlement, which the settlers they call it Ramat Yashai. We call it Tel Irmeh, the settlement, and you see the Israeli flag. It's back from or behind our center. We are the only place here, our center, the only place we have a Palestinian flag. Is like and expressing and expose our challenge for the settlers exist in the Palestinian area. So we have a Palestinian flag over our center, in front of the settlement and in front of the Israeli flag there. We are challenged with the life. Here, challengers was a survive. Here to be or not to be. because we are just zero far away from the settlers and from the settlements.
So it's very hard to live close to them because they are very racist. They attacked me many times, they attacked the house here many times. They just recently burnt our sofa, they destroyed our wall, they destroyed our water pump. They took the Palestinian flag down and put an Israeli flag. They exposed themselves when we had kids and girls in the center.
You can see there the soldiers, the new soldiers, they changed today. We don't know now if they are really good or they are bad, but we will see with the time. Last unit we talked with a lot of soldiers, and it's really nice to hear from them that they don't want to be here. So I met a soldier that he doesn't want to be in the military and he just want to go. He told me that I just want to go and make fun